I'm sure you're tired of hearing people say, in the day and age of streaming, blah, blah, fucking blah. But in the day and age of streaming, you really can't trust a company to do anything right. And this doesn't exactly help you when you're trying to watch your favorite show. South Park is an irreverent comedy that everyone on this planet has heard about. And if you're anything like me, you absolutely adore this show and think it's one of the few pieces of TV that's actually authentic and still funny. There are too many shows that just pander. I don't care if you're left or right, it's just a bunch of hacky, terribly written dog shit. But not South Park. It pushes the boundaries. It makes fun of everyone and everything, even itself. And it continues to play an important part in the shaping of our culture. Very few things stray from the mainstream, and so to have a show so devoted to pissing everyone off,
I don't know that, like, you run Hollywood?
We must keep it free from censorship, being banned, and losing the series altogether. That brings us to the point of this video. I hold information about the best way to watch and own all of South Park, and I want to tell you about it. Weighing in at just under 5 pounds, you can hold the entire series of South Park, all 26 seasons and all the currently released specials on Blu-ray, and the movie on 4K Ultra HD. It takes up a very fair amount of space, all things considered. It's in the best quality the show has ever been, and it's actually pretty affordable. The biggest benefits to buying these Blu-ray sets is, of course, you will never have the episodes taken away from you, censored after the fact, and you will have it in the best quality possible with the healthiest streams of high bit rates. You will not see this kind of quality on a streaming service for long, if at all. You may get bursts of a good stream, but even with the best of internet, it doesn't compare to the unaffected stream of a Blu-ray. Now, you may be wondering, are these sets missing any episodes? I can confidently say no. All 328 episodes are here, even 200 and 201. There are a few drawbacks, however. While episodes 200 and 201 are included, Muhammad is not visible on the Blu-ray discs. That is just how they were pressed. But you can see him in the earlier Season 5 episode, Super Best Friends. The other issue is the first 2 seasons have bleeped audio tracks due to lack of foresight. But other than that, all the episodes are here. They look and sound as good as they will, and you get extra bonus features from the individual releases. One other small issue to point out is that the seasons 11 through 15 box set, rather than being in the standard fat pack Blu-ray used for all the other season bundle sets, has 2 slimmer cases. The first one being a 5-disc case containing seasons 11 and 12, and the other one being a 6-disc case including seasons 13 through 15. The reason for this is because South Park started releasing on the Blu-ray format for season 12. Season 12's original Blu-ray was released over 3 discs at the time and presented in 1080i instead of 1080p. So the seasons 11 through 15 set having a slipcover is a bit of an oddity for me because all my other sets did not include a slip. For other luckier folks, it may not be as big of an inconsistency in your collection. Anyway, let's move on to the special features included in all 25 seasons. In fact, let's go set by set. Starting with Season 1, we have a fun little backstory, if you could call it fun. Trey Parker and Matt Stone recorded full episode commentaries for the episodes in the season. Due to unknown reasons, however, they were cut from the Season 1 DVD, which angered the duo. A deal was made where the commentaries would be released on a CD available directly on the Comedy Central website. However, later in the Blu-ray re-release, they were included, so the Seasons 1 through 5 set will include them. After this season, however, they moved to mini commentaries, which I prefer. I'd rather they say what they have to and then move on. Also, the live action intro segments are kept intact, albeit not in HD considering they were shot on tape. Season 1 also includes a featurette titled Jay Leno's Appearance on South Park, and 2 music videos, one for Cartman's Oh Holy Night and Ned's Oh Little Town of Bethlehem. Season 2 includes the chef's Chocolate Salty Balls music video as the lone special feature. No commentaries were made for this season, but they start back up in Season 3. Season 3 only contains these mini commentaries as special features, the average length being about 5 minutes per commentary. Seasons 4 and 5 only contain mini commentaries as well. The Seasons 6 through 10 set is even more lackluster than the Seasons 1 through 5 in terms of special features. It only contains mini commentaries. However, with the Seasons 11 through 15 set, we finally get more special features. Season 11 just contains the mini commentaries, but with Season 12 marking the first of the originally released Blu-rays, more special features were made. Season 12 includes, as per usual, the mini commentaries, and Disc 1 includes the making of Major Boobage, running at about 13 minutes in length. Disc 2 includes 6 Days to South Park, running at about an hour and a half, not to be confused with 6 Days to Air from later in the set. However, this is not as cool as one might expect. It does detail how the show is made, but in a rather dry and boring format of audio commentaries with images. It comes from Eric Stowe and others who work on the show.
Hi everyone, my name is Eric Stowe and I'm a producer here at South Park along with Adrian Beard. He's here too, he's a producer also.
Rather than Matt and Trey. I'm not saying it isn't cool or valuable to some, but frankly, I'd rather watch 6 Days to Air 2 or 3 times. Disc 3 includes a condensed version of the 6 Days to South Park feature. Season 13 includes mini commentaries as per usual, and 2 supplements. Compilation of deleted scenes from the season, running at about 7 minutes, and the other feature being Xbox, a behind-the-scenes tour of South Park Studios, running at about 4 minutes 30 seconds. On Season 14, we get virtually nothing. We have the standard mini commentaries, deleted scenes, running at about 6 minutes, and 1 bonus episode of Season 13's The Coon, which is pointless for those who own the 11 through 15 set. Now finally, to my favorite Blu-ray of the pack, Season 15. The special features on here are fantastic. We have, of course, the mini commentaries, and one of the best documentaries to ever be made, 6 Days to Air, The Making of South Park. It's a 42-minute documentary going from start to finish. It is one of the most entertaining documentaries, period. Whether you love or hate the show, seeing how it's made in such a short window of time is truly mesmerizing. We have a supplemental follow-up entitled 6 Days to Air, behind the scenes of City Sushi, running at about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Then we are also awarded the deleted scenes from the season. Seasons 16 through 20 are quite lacking and boring with special features, and mostly just include the mini commentaries and deleted scenes. Unless you want to count Season 17 through 20's dumb #social commentary pop-up feature. On Season 20's discs, we do get a couple extra features. We get South Park By the Numbers, a 1-minute featurette described as a barrage of statistics and clips from the show. Then we get the South Park Fractured But Whole E3 game trailer running at about 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Also included is South Park We've Been There, another 1-minute featurette described as South Park grows up with a little girl, showing many of the series' most famously crude moments. And finally, the best feature is the nearly 55-minute long 2016 Comic-Con panel with Matt and Trey. Also worth noting, they now do season commentaries instead of episode by episode. The seasons 21 through 25 box set mainly just includes the #social commentary feature, which are just lazier mini commentaries, and they also include the deleted scenes. Season 23 does include concept art though. And seasons 24 and 25 completely abandon any form of special features. Well, that's that covered. Now, time to properly walk through each set. Each season has 2 discs, up to season 23, except for 12, because season 12 is when they first started releasing South Park Blu-ray. And because this is merely a repackaging of discs rather than a remastered set, they are the same as the individual releases. Hence why all the content is the same, which is good for us fans because it means nothing was taken out. Each disc has nice artwork, showcasing something from the season. As we get to seasons 24 and 25, they each have 1 disc instead of 2 because there are less episodes in the season. Here we have Season 1 Disc 1, Season 1 Disc 2, Season 2 Disc 1, Season 2 Disc 2, Season 3 Disc 1, Season 3 Disc 2, Season 4 Disc 1, and Season 4 Disc 2, and finally Seasons 5 Disc 1 and Season 5 Disc 2. On to the Seasons 6 through 10 set, we have here the front, the back, and the spine. We have Season 6 Disc 1, Disc 2, Season 7 Discs 1 and 2, Season 8 Discs 1 and 2, Season 9 Discs 1 and 2, and finally Season 10 Disc 1 and Disc 2. Now for Seasons 11 through 15, got the front here, the back, and the spine. Like I said, this set has 2 cases. Starting first with Seasons 11 and 12. We have Seasons 11 Disc 1 and Disc 2, and then we have Discs 1, 2, and 3 for Season 12. In the next case, we have the remaining 3 seasons. We have Season 13, Disc 1 and 2, Season 14, Disc 1 and 2, and Season 15, Disc 1 and 2. Now we have Seasons 16 through 20. We have the front here, the back, and the spine. On the inside, we have Season 16, Discs 1 and 2, Season 17, Discs 1 and 2, Season 18, Discs 1 and 2, Season 19, Discs 1 and 2, and Season 20, Disc 1 and 2. Now, on to Seasons 21 through 25. We have the front, the back, and the spine. On the inside, we have Season 21, Discs 1 and 2, Season 22, Discs 1 and 2, Season 23, Disc 1 and Disc 2, And then we go down to season 24 being 1 disc and season 25 being 1 disc. That's it for the season sets. Now, briefly, I will show clips of the specials on Blu-ray. I'm not going to narrate it. I'll just go through them really quickly. The menus on each disc are relatively simple, but effective and somewhat aesthetically pleasing. At minimum, they're really easy to navigate. I don't find them as enjoyable or nostalgic feeling as the DVD sets from way back in the day, but it does the job. You can select an individual episode or press play all. Clips from the season just play in the background, which I guess is either equally as annoying as looping short music sequences or less annoying, depending on how you look at it and how funny the clips are. Overall, these sets are not bad when you consider the price point. Ultimately, as a fan of South Park, I care about getting the show untampered, uncensored, and in the best audio and video quality. Paramount delivers big time on those fronts, except for the fact that seasons 1 and 2 don't have uncensored audio tracks. Who's really to blame there? I'm not entirely sure. Could be Matt and Trey, could be the executives at Paramount, Comedy Central. I'm not sure. But other than that, which is only bleeping, it's not like any of the content of the show is being taken away. With that being said, it's pretty spot on. Really, these are great sets to get when you consider you can get them for $30 to $40 a piece. When they originally remastered the first 11 seasons and put the Blu-rays out, each season was going from about $20 to $30 a piece. This is a massive savings, so let's be thankful. Something else I'd like to note is when they remastered seasons 1 through 11, they actually went back and added content to make the 4x3 episode 16:9, which I will show a comparison here. They didn't actually crop in, they added, because the show is made on computers since after the pilot. So from episode 1, they were able to go back and redo everything. So that takes a lot of time and dedication. I would say makes the Blu-rays even more special. However, I will say this. The menus are a bit boring and sometimes kind of annoying, and could use some sprucing up with fun animations and less generic fonts and buttons. But that's really just a nitpick. It's leagues above the bare minimum bullshit that Warner Brothers puts out. South Park is a show that desperately needs to be preserved properly. It's a show that isn't afraid to call people faggots.
Because we're not referring to gay people. You can be gay and not be a fag. Yeah, a lot of fags aren't gay.
A show that isn't afraid to say the word
niggers.
And a show that to this day makes fun of the left.
I didn't really want to wear pajamas.
We're all wearing pajamas.
Yeah, I just didn't want to with the rain and slush outside. It just didn't make any sense to wear pajamas.
Be sure the sign right here on the door says you have to wear pajamas.
And the right.
And we're gonna take Georgia, and we're gonna take Arizona this time.
It's imperative in our culture that we forever continue to access and reference this show that pushes everything to its limits. If you don't have someone or something pushing boundaries, people are going to continue to be scared to joke about this or that, or say this or say that. Say what you believe. Say what you mean. Don't be afraid to be funny or truthful. That is what South Park's about. It's about the freedom and about truth. And owning these sets is taking part in that freedom and preservation of such an important piece of television and cultural history. The total amount I invested on this was just under $250 USD, including shipping. And I got free shipping for the order being over $25. If you can do something similar, you'll likely be able to get all of this for around the same price. And look how good it looks on my shelf. This is your way to tell companies that you're done renting and paying a subscription to view. Take back the power and buy what you love. Yes, you are supporting a corporation, but you're doing so in a way which gets you unlimited access to a show that humbles us, makes us laugh, and most importantly, keeps them damn celebrities in check. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions about the set that I didn't cover, please be sure to comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.